Hey, welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to go over BloodHound Community Edition and how to install it and how to use it within the HackSmarter infrastructure. So first, we want to go to the BloodHound Community Edition QuickStart, and we're going to have to scroll down and make sure you meet these minimum specifications. And we will go down, and I'm specifically going to install on Linux, specifically on a Kali Linux right here. And let's see here. If we go BloodHound, and you're just gonna copy this whole thing, right? Then cd as you can see, I've already done this right. Well, not right here. Haha. Just joking. Probably right. I don't know. Paste. I'm going to paste this. Paste. So Linux AMD 64. I do not see it here. So if you do that, all this fun stuff will come up. Scroll down, scroll down. Let me move this up a bit so we can kind of see below. Okay, so there it is, ls, and we can see it's here. Okay, then let's go back here, and if we want to unpack it, copy that, go back, paste, and we'll unpack that, ls, and then there you go. There is the BloodHound CLI. Then we'll go back here, run install command, and this will install it. So we'll copy that, go back here. I've already installed it, but I'll put it here anyways. Install. Looks like production YAML file already exists, of course, because I've already installed it. We'll say yes anyways. Yep, already there, yes anyways. And there it goes, pulling all the Docker things. Cool, let's go back to this. We can wait for it to install complete, and then it'll give us the username and the password. And if we forget the password, we can do this. So let's go back here. Oh, it's still going. Okay. Well, while it's doing that, we can go to the HackSmarter lab, and specifically, let me go back out of HackSmarter to the main page, and we'll scroll down till we find the BloodHound. There it is, Guide Lab. Click on that, enroll, go to Systems, and we can eventually start it. Once we start it, we'll have to download the VPN config file. So while that does that, let's see how our thing is going. All right, here it is. BloodHound is ready to go. And the password is this. So let me copy that. And then it looks like we can go here. So I'm going to do control button and click. And it'll get us here. There's the admin and my old password. So we'll paste the new password. Log in. And let's update that. Hopefully. Login. Logging in. Failed login. Oh, awesome. Well, probably because I already had something. So let me make sure that I'm getting this correctly by just right-clicking and copying it. Then we will go back here, delete that, paste this, and now let's try it. Cool, now we're in. All right. And if this is an old one, you'll want to go to the database management and click this to delete anything you've had in the past. And it does this to make sure that you are absolutely sure that you want to delete it. So I'll confirm. It'll take some time depending, but if I do explore, and there should be under ciphers saved queries, and let's just say, where is all domain admins? There should not be anything in here. Okay, nothing in here. Good, 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 good. So at this point, we've got it installed. You also need Docker if you don't have Docker installed already to run this. So this should be up. Download the file, and I usually copy it over to where I have stuff. So I'll put it in Kali, BloodHound, and I make a VPN directory, and then I just paste it in there. Then under here, I'll go to my VPN area, and then I'll ls to see the stuff, and we'll do sudo open VPN, and let's just see if I can use the old one. Why not? Why not? All right, so it looks like it completed. So I'll go to a different spot. Oh, that's other things. And then let me just ping this IP address right here. And then let me bring that back up, paste it in here, paste selected. Oh, well, it looks like it saw that. We'll just say 10.1.74.23, and we'll go. All right, so it looks like it's pinging to receive, so that's good to go there. So back to the lab, and it talks about BloodHound. I definitely encourage you to read about it, but the gist is that there are tons of users, computers, groups, and permissions that BloodHound can pull back from Active Directory, and then it can give you relationships between all those things in the form of a graph database, specifically Neo4j, and it will have nodes, like a user can be a node, computer can be a node, groups, that kind of thing, and the relationship permissions as edges, like lines to the things that tell you like, oh, it's got generic all, right DACL, it's a member of, those kinds of fun things. So cool, I'm gonna go over to my Proxmox where I have GoIt already installed, and just to give you a visual, for instance, like this has a domain controller, and then it's got some users. So it maps all these things and what these users have for permissions across the different things. So member of domain users and this small council. All right, cool. So let's go back and we'll go into here. So what type of database does BloodHound use or store and analyze relationships? Neo4j. I will go through all the rest of this. We're just going to kind of speed run through just to get you up and going, which you pretty much already are. So I'm going to complete that. And then the next thing, once we have the OpenVPN, which we've got, we need to add this. Whoops, we need to add this and this to our Etsy host file. So if we go here, and we do nano Etsy hosts, and let's see if it's already here. So it looks like I already got it here, which is great. HSM, good, good. So it's already there. Great. Let's go back. And now we will collect the loot. So collect all the permissions and all the objects in a graph. We get to use these credentials so you can be just a normal user. You don't have to be an administrator. You don't have to have high privileges, just a regular old domain user. So we've got pen test and then the password of HackSmarter. So we're going to do it various methods. One of the methods is netexec. They give you the format here. So I'll just copy that. We will go over here and we will ls. And it looks like what I will do is go, I'm just going to paste all of that. And then instead of the just saying like holders, placeholders, we will put in the actual DC 23, and then we'll go to the password area, and then that is HackSmarter123#, and then our username was that pen test, and then again with our DC IP, we'll do 10.1.74.23, 1.74.23. All right, so that looks good. I'll press enter. And already we can see that it is resolving the collection methods. These are all the different things that it can gather. So that's great. Eventually it'll output out. Still waiting. Okay, so it's done and it compressed the output into a zip file. Specifically, this is sitting in this hidden directory .nxc. So what I like to do is I like to grab all of that and then copy it. And then I like to say sudo copy, and we'll paste that whole thing to here, this directory. So Cali and ls. And all right, so now we have this 151,900 under, where is it? Should be here. Oh yeah, right there. Great. Okay, cool. And then let's see, what's the next thing? We have sharp count. Well, that's great. But let's go ahead and ingest this. So now what we're going to do is go under administrator, file ingest. So ingest that. And then there's some other stuff I have here, but we'll go ahead and upload, grab this, and we will go HackSmarter. Let's see here, BloodHound. And here's the 15900. We'll say, okay, upload. So 100% it says, we'll close this. Then we'll see that it's ingesting. So it'll just take a moment. We'll see all the files of like the computer objects, the user objects, those kinds of things. And let's go back to, what? Back. All right. So we're back here and great. So, all right, 7 files and it completed. Great. So let's go explore, top left, Cipher. And now under save queries, let's go to all domain admins like before. And hey, look, we've got it. Cool. So it looks like we have an administrator, of course, and we have this Tyler ADM. So what is nice is to click on this, and then on the right here, show a bunch of things, tell you what they're a member of, and then most importantly is this outbound. What do they control? A bunch of different users like Bob. What is Bob? Doesn't have any outbound. Can I do a back on this? Okay, we did. Cool. And then so like, what else is here? Just scrolling, because when I click, it actually goes into it. So we'll go into this one and we'll scroll down. No outbound. Back it up. There's not very many. Backup service. All right, that's always good. So member of, okay, it has outbound controls. It has get changes and get changes all. So this is that edge. These are the nodes. And so this edge is telling us what it has for permissions. And on the right is usually like, how do I exploit that? So if I'm on Linux, which we are, this is one way to do it, is secret dump. Okay. So to do that, we could copy and pull this up, paste it, and I don't know, this is actually going to do it because I don't have permissions. So like, let's go back here. Let's search for pen test. So what does this person have? So this person has outbound to, oh, the backup service. Okay, so we do have access to this backup service. We do have a generic all. And so here's backup service. Let me move this. Generic all, so Linux abuse. This one's a little bit different. So it looks like I can do Kerber roasting and I can force to change password. That's probably easiest. So what I will do is that, probably shouldn't do this in production without actually asking somebody if you could do it in a real pen test, because probably upset some people. So I'm going to cancel this out. I'm going to paste this in. And let's see what we got here. We got domain controller. So domain controller is DCO. I'm going to just try like the name. HackSmarter.hsm. Then let's do the password. HackSmarter123#. Let's do controlled user. So the controlled user is pentest. That's what we control. The domain is HackSmarter.hsm. And then we have the new password of our target user. So we're just going to just be easy and just make it HackSmarter123#. And then the target user is backup service. So if we go back here, backup service. Okay, that looks good. So that all looks about right. So I'll just press enter. Quotes. Oh my. Did I miss some kind of quote? Maybe, yeah. So let's cancel. Let's grab all this. Copy, paste, and for like, I guess, let's just do single quotes around the password and single quotes around the backup and again, single quotes here. Probably doesn't like that exclamation. So I'm just going to leave it like that and see what happens. All right, so maybe it went through. So what we can do is we can say, we can use winrm. So I have a command. Let me copy it. Paste. So if we do winrm, actually we don't even need to do winrm. We can do nxc, smb, and we can do kind of like this, but not. So HackSmarter123#. This needs to be a password. This needs to be a backup service. And then this needs to be DCO1 HackSmarter.hsm. Or was it local? Let's just do that. All right, so we like pluses. Pluses are great. That means we succeeded and we do have access. So in here we would look for, we would love, right, permissions, but hey, now we've exploited the thing. So cool. We made that happen. That is great. So this is going to go into the next method, and I'm just going to pause here and get ready for that next one. All right, welcome back to another video. And in this video, we will go over method 2, sharphound, and how to collect via this C# data collector. So before we do that though, we don't have access to the box to even upload it. So we'll need to continue on our BloodHound journey, click on backup services, go down to outbound, figure out what's going on here. And so we have some permissions here, get changes and get changes all. You can look them up, what those actually do. But for now, we'll just see what the Linux abuse is for that. And it looks like secret dumps is the way forward. So we will, and why I went this direction, as you can see, I didn't have authorization via this method. So via using backup services and evil winrm. So we'll just paste here and we'll say the domain controller is dco1.hacksmarter.hsm. We will say the password is HackSmarter123. And then instead of the administrator, let's go with back up service. And then we will go with HackSmarter.local. I think. Let's go over and let's make sure that is what's in this file. No, it's HSM. So let's get out of there. Get back into, not that, back into here. And so instead of local, we'll say HSM, enter. So it looks like we had some things, but it looks like we've got our hashes. This failed, but it did dump domain credentials and hashes. So we've got administrator here. So we could grab this hash, I assume. So just out of giggles. So we copy, and actually let me pull my WinRM thing again, template, and we'll paste. And we will say administrator, we're gonna grab the hash, copy, go down here, paste it. We're gonna say hash, and we're gonna say administrator. And this is going to be 1.7423. All right, so 7423 and go. All right, establishing, and it looks like we have access here. So let's see if we can upload sharphound.exe. I think that's exactly what it's called. I am not exactly sure. Oh, I guess so. So it uploaded it. It's there. So if we go dir, there it is. And now, if we go back to the guided lab, now we can do this part where we actually execute it, -c all. So let's go back and let's go sharphound.exe -c-all. Is that what it was? Let's find out. -c, yeah, all. Okay. And I don't know if that has to be capitalized, but I'm going to do it anyways. So we do this. It runs. We can't see it. Well, I guess we kind of can see it. So let's see here. It says happy graphing. So that's usually awesome. So dir, and it looks like it did get the zip. So cool. We did that method. And then we have the method 3 Rust Hound. So I'm going to pause this video as I look into this Rust Hound and potentially download it through a link. All right, see you in the next video. All right, welcome back to another video. In this video, we will go over method 3, Rust Hound. So you can click on here, download it, and then we can run this. So let's try it. I've already downloaded it here. We'll paste, and we will say the DC is 10.1.74.23. Password will be HackSmarter 1, 2, 3, bang, and then pen test, and then the domain. So that is HackSmarter.hsm. All right, so let's do that. Oh, Rust Hound. Okay. So Control A to get to the end there. We'll do this and probably add CE to it and then press enter. All right, what do we got? Failed to authenticate Active Directory. The LDAP operation failed. So let's go back here. Let's see what it's got. So it's got this domain. That all looks right. So HackSmarter.hsm. That seems very odd. Whoops. So let me go back and make sure that if we open up a new tab and we do sudo nano all the things, Etsy hosts, look in here and we have the correct thing. Make sure I don't have any more HackSmarter HSM elsewhere. It doesn't look like I do. Yeah, it doesn't look like I do. So that should work. I just want to make sure we're still up and going here. Yep, we're still up and going. All right, so what if I ping HackSmarter.hsm? Yep, that looks good too. All right, so if I go back here, and let's see here, HackSmarter. Oh, password, look at that password. That H is not correct. Important. Okay, cool. So it looks like it's doing that and the enumeration is completed. Great. So ls, and it probably dropped it somewhere here. All right. So on the next one, we've got method number 5, bloody AD. All right. So let's copy that. Let's see what we can do here. Paste. And let's see here. Password is capital H. Smarter 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do pen test. And then looks like the domain. So HackSmarter.hsm. And then the DC host name. So that needs to be dc01.hacksmarter.hsm. I think so. Press enter. And there it goes. Working through it. Right on. So at this point, we have done all 5 methods. The last thing, and what I'm not going over, is this challenge. Compromise the domain. I'll leave that up to you. So go ahead and figure out what the root.txt is, and then always shut down the lab to save HackSmarter some money. So right there. So cool. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope this helped you learn BloodHound more.